everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. This is season 1, episode 8. Girl, so much is going on this damn show. But then again, not so much. If you have not, girl, move myself all the way out the way because it's just, I got water bottles and stuff everywhere. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and all that good shit. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and all of that. Do not forget I now upload all my videos on a schedule. Okay, so the shows that came on tonight on Monday will be uploaded tomorrow morning. So all of my videos that will be up are always uploaded between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. So I'm not uploading nothing throughout the day. So make sure if you want to see my videos, they're always up between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. So that, because YouTube don't be sending out notifications the right way. So sometimes I'm posting videos and no one knows I'm posting videos. So I'm like, it's easy if my Jaybirds just know she do it on the schedule. Her stuff is always up in the morning time. Okay, so every morning, you know, it'll be there. So don't worry about it. Yeah. So first up, we have Corey and Evelyn. Honey, Corey and is still there, and you know, at the grandma house, we ain't got no roof. And someone commented on my last video and said, "Well, yeah, you know, he should be used to that or whatever. You know, that's how the houses are there." I do believe if you've been to Ecuador before and you've seen how people live there, then you should not be surprised. But me, I've never been there before, so like if I went, I would be like, "What's this shit? I didn't ask for this shit. I asked for a roof and windows and doorknobs. Ain't no roofs. Ain't no doorknobs. This ain't what I asked for." So I will be like, "What's going on?" Because I had not been here before, but he has. I get it. So like he should know because he went there to visit. But I mean, I guess it would have been, you know, difficult. So they get up, you know, they still stand at her grandma's house because she said their apartments, the roof is being replaced or being worked on, so they gonna stay there for a couple days. She then says, "It's my brother's birthday tonight. Her brother turned 13, and we have to go to the chicken place." And I'm like, "Oh, is it like a churchy chicken there? Like a church, like a Popeyes? Like we have church, we have Popeyes, we have Captain J's, you know what I'm saying? Of course, KFC, you know what I'm saying? We got a couple wing stops, you know what I'm saying? Chick-fil-A." But she said, "You know, we're going to a chicken place." I'm like, "Oh, they like want to get like some, you know what I'm saying, some fried or some baked chicken." No, it was a building or a hut or a house. It not even a house. It looked like a building that was missing the side of it, like somebody like broke the bricks down or whatever. And you just kind of walk in and walk around. And he like, "Oh, this is the chicken place," and she's like, "Yeah." He like, "Oh, it smells like death in here. Just, you know, it just smells, just disgusting. Like, what's that smell?" You walk in there and there's live chickens, just girl walking around or what. Just walking around or whatever. And he like, so this, like, they're not dead. Like, they're not dead. He thought they was going to like a place where the chickens were dead. You can get it like in a some already killed, cut up chicken. And she's like, "No, like pick one." He's like, "But they're alive, right? I can't just." You know, I love chicken. You know what I'm saying? I eat chicken the most. I think I eat chicken the most, and like I like a little fried fish or whatever, a little baked salmon. But I get what he mean by, "Oh, so I gotta pick my own chicken and it's gonna be alive and we gotta kill it." Oh, that's very, very different. So the lady who worked there, like, "Oh, you want this one?" And she like picks up a chicken and they like walk away. And you're like, "Oh, I can't," but like this is so weird. Like, what's going on? Man, they walked to the back of the building and she put the chicken like in a cylinder thing, and I didn't get up for the because I'm like, "This is different." So it was like you just put the chicken in there, and it's only enough space for the chicken head to fit in, and it's enough space for the body too. But it gets, girl, it's like a drainage thing is what it reminded me of. And so she stuck the chicken in there, and then the head, of course, was at the bottom. He like, "What is she doing?" Like, "No, what is she doing?" She like, what you want us to do? Like, we have to get chicken for my brother's birthday. Like, we have to bring food. And so she has to kill the chicken. The lady then cut the chicken head off, and he's like, oh my god, no! And he freaking out, and they're like, oh, he's not really tough. The men in our place is tougher than him because he was really tripping out about chicken being killed. I would have said, I want that chicken and walked away. Meet me up front with my dead chicken and I'm good. Because she cut the chicken head off, plucked the chicken feathers, cut it up and put it in the bag. I said, okay. But, I mean, that's how I get my chicken. I got some wings in my freezer right now. Somebody had to cut them chicken with, girl. Anyway, but he was still he was freaking out, and it was what it was. Anyway, they then he like, it's fresh chicken for the birthday party for a 13-year-old brother. So he get to the party, whatever, and it's like her parents are there and little brother, whatever, and her dad, like, also you like here, for a long time. He like, yeah, I'm gonna be here forever. He like, okay, like, do you plan to marry Evelyn? Was it Evelyn? I think it is. And he said, well, that's the plan, unless she doesn't want it to happen or whatever. And the dad said, yeah, she can not want it to happen. He brings up how he hopes, Evelyn seeing him talking to her family in like in their own language and trying to like get acclimated to the life there, that it will help her choose him and say yes when he does propose. So we then see he wants to impress her family. So he tries to do a magic trick where he, has them pick a card, he guesses the card, but he then sets something on fire, and with the ashes from the fire, he like rubbed it on his forearm, and the burntness from the paper made the card, and they was like, oh, that's black magic, that's witchcraft, and they like, that's some it's something about him we don't like it. He like, no, it's just regular magic. Like, he didn't think that it would not be like impressive for them to see him do magic. I was like, bro, you too old to be trying to cheat magic. Anyway, he walked away because everybody was like, he kind of ruined the party because everybody was like, oh my god, he lit a fire and then had some shit show up on his arm, and that's like black magic to them. So it did not go over well. But, I mean, he's still there, so I mean, it is what it is. This next time, don't do no fire trick. Just do something else. Laura and Aladdin. Laura is on her way to Qatar. I think it's Qatar. She's been traveling for 2 days to get there, whatever. And she says, I still don't know, like, what's going on because he blocked. I'm like, girl, if he blocks you on social media and you still flew for 2 days to get to him, you want that dick. Okay, let's just be honest about that. And she said how, he better be at the airport waiting for me, even though we've been, at odds recently. So, she get there in her leather coat. I'm like, girl, ain't it out there? Or is it cold? I'm not sure, but I was like, a leather coat. So she get there, whatever. And he like, oh, hey, baby. He has little flowers. He has some of his friends there to meet her at the airport. And he seems very happy to see her. And, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, a little kiss on the cheek or whatever. She's like, oh, don't get us arrested. Because I guess in the country, it's illegal to kiss people in the airport. So he can't kiss her in the airport, but he kissed her as he was giving her hugs to kiss her cheek or whatever. So she met his friends, you know what I'm saying? He said, oh, she looks like she gained some weight. I said, motherfucker, what? I mean, she did, but still, you don't say that shit to no woman. What's wrong with you? But I said before, because he said he had not seen her in 6 months. The pictures from before, when I showed you all the pictures they had together, she did look, it wasn't even that she looked skinnier. She looked younger. Like, she looked like she was like 5 years younger in those pictures than what she currently looks. So I don't know what happened. It could have been good editing. Could have been the app. I'm not sure. So, but he did, but then she gained weight. But he said, I don't care. It's fine. And I said, don't be no asshole now, bro. Anyway, he said he's ready to go home and get some jiggy, okay, to get some sex. She brings up how she's surprised that he brought his friends to meet her at the airport because she wanted to have a conversation about him blocking her on social media. I said, girl, it don't matter now. Wanna know why? Because you're there. So don't bring up no old shit. Don't do that. Like, you're there. Him blocking you on social media, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone or whatever. Go home with the man let it be that. So she brings up how, they're going to go to the apartment that he has for them, but he got to get a whole new place for them to live. And she said, I'm just hoping that it don't have roaches, because last time I was here, the place he lived in, it had roaches. And I was like, damn, roaches? I mean, was it roaches or like beetles? I don't know. But I would not want to live with roaches either. I hate, oh Lord, I hate the little beetles in my house. Drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is here in the summer. Like the little bugs start coming. I killed a damn spider on my table yesterday. Damn, it scared the crap out of me. But I get roaches is completely different. I can't do that. Anyway, she gets to the apartment or whatever, and she's like, oh, it's a weird smell in here. Like and I'm like, is it weed? Is it tobacco? Is it is it hummus? What is it? So she's like, it's just something weird. Oh, it smells like mothballs. I like to smell mothballs. Smell like old lady. And I said, but you girl, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, she also brings up how much her feet hurt. I say, why would you travel in cowgirl boots? Why would you do that? She had like little boots or whatever, little booties. Why would you not be in some easy, some slide-ins, some house shoes? Girl, travel comfortably, okay? Your feet hurt because your feet been in them goddamn cowboy boots for 2 days. Okay, your feet probably swole up. It's like, girl, just swole like that. Anyway, so he like, okay, let's get some jiggy jiggy. So he and I'm take my shirt off on me. He took his shoes off. Then she had him take her shoes off. And he like, yeah, take my shirt off. I'm like, wait, we're not gonna see this week. We're not gonna see what's going on or whatever. But it was funny watching her say how the house smelled like mothballs and it's old people, but she was walking like an old person because her feet was hurting. It was just funny. Anyway, she then says how they gonna make some jiggy jiggy love because they miss each other, and she said she gonna teach her some things because sexually he has not satisfied her a lot because I guess he don't know what it's either he don't know what he doing, is is the battery not big enough for the hole it's supposed to go into. I'm not sure, but we just see them go in the bedroom and close the door. So girl, I guess they're gonna have some jiggy jiggy, and she gonna teach him what to do with his tools. Just, who knows. Next up, we have Devin and Jihoon. I hope her name was spelled out Devin. It's just so weird. So she says how, the other times have not been so good, mainly because her daughter is a little terror. Looks like she just needs some manners. She just out of control, But she brings up because the little girl had a little kitty coochie and the eggs, was eating the eggs. Girl, I'm like, oh my god, that's just because she had girl, just nasty. Her feet look dirty on the counter with the food. Just too much going on. Anyway, the daughter got sick, so Devin's mom flew to Vegas to pick the daughter up and take her back to Utah. I'm like, I guess that's fine. So Jihoon and his parents go on like a city bus tour around Vegas, and girl and guys, his parents were some real tourists. Oh my God, look at that! Look. This point in this, oh my god, looking at everything because it's new to them. They've never been there before or whatever, so they're taking pictures and stuff, videos. It was the quintessential, Korean visitors, tourists who are amazed by everything and speaks broken English. It was all of that. But they seem to be having a good time, and they're talking a lot more than they were before. Jihoon is, translating between the two of them. Like, they don't like the food. Are you having a good time? And they seem to be enjoying themselves. The one part they might not be enjoying is all the time that Devin keeps asking Jihoon to ask them if they're having a good time. Yes, let them have a good time. So, she brings up, the daddy brings up to her, like, we feel like if you move to Korea, that you will miss your family. She said, yeah, I will, but I also feel like my daughter will miss my family too. The dad said, well, it's okay, she'll meet some Korean friends. I said, well, that's nice. That's a little nice. So we see the parents are going to be leaving within the next couple of days. So they sitting around chit-chatting and eating or whatever at the dinner table. And Devin asked Jihoon to ask his parents, hey, do we have their blessings to get married? Because as she said, it's a big thing in their culture to have the permission of the parents. And so she wants to be sure before the parents leave that she has their blessings so she can then pack to move to South Korea. So, he asked, like, she wants to know, like, if y'all, approve of us getting married. The dad say, look, you know what I'm saying? We were just surprised when our son came home and told us he had a whole girl pregnant. Like, it just surprised us. And she said, well, okay, I get that, but, like, do they approve of us getting married? The dad said, like, well, do you truly love my son? And she says, yes, I do. I love him very much. I said, how? How? Because you got pregnant a couple weeks in. It's just, girl, I guess so. Y'all can barely speak the same language. He still don't fully understand English. Some stuff you say, he don't know what you mean. So I'm like, girl, I could not truly be in love with somebody who I can't communicate with. I love conversation. Like, if we can't sit and talk for hours about nothing and something and just who could be or would be, whatever, I can't love you because we can't communicate. The key to love, marriage, and relationships is good communication. Okay, as Alice say, good communication. And I'm like, it's just seemed too much. But the dad say, okay, you say you love my son, so, we welcome you into our family. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time with you, and it's great. It's like, oh, I'm so happy. So, the dad hugs her. The dad then say, give her a hug. The mama gives up and hugs her and say, we love you, whatever. It was really, really nice. And you then see Devin smiling and laughing a little bit more. It seemed like, I don't know if she was just so nervous that she just didn't seem pleasant before. But once they said that, she said that, she felt great or whatever. She brought up how she was worried that they may not like her daughter. And both the mom and dad said, oh, no, 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 no. We like her. She's very, very cute. She may be cute, but she's bad as hell. Let's just say that. Anyway, they then all kind of laugh it off because the daddy keeps putting on the family a weird way. And for the first time, she is laughing. The mama say it's so great to see her smiling and laughing because she had not been doing that much since they had been there, basically. So she has the parents' permission to marry their son, and let's hope that baby is. Okay? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. So Tiffany and Roland, I think his name was Roland. I'm gonna say no, it's Ronald, not Roland. So Tiffany and Ronald are out to dinner. And we see that the night before at his bachelor party, once he got home, he told her what happened. Hey, my friends took me to a bar, and there was also a stripper there. So he was honest with her as soon as he came home from hanging out. So Tiffany at that point refused to talk about it on camera. She's like, I'm not talking about it. I'm pissed. I ain't talking about it. So the following day at dinner, she now wants to have a conversation about it. Mainly, this is the issue. Because I'm not going to go all back and forth with them. Tiffany don't trust Ronald. Tiffany still feels like because he's broken my trust, I don't really trust him. So I feel like, you should not have broken you should not have broken the promise you made to me because I told you don't go to no bars, don't do no excessive drinking and don't have strippers, and you did all of that. So I feel like, how do you know that you may not go out and do something and relapse? Like, I don't want that to happen. She don't trust that man, which really means she should not be marrying that man. But you know what I'm saying? She like, if you break my trust again, I don't want to be heartbroken. He like, I love you so much. You and Daniel are my life, and without y'all, I would just be nothing. You know what I'm saying? And but he said it was just a bachelor party, and it was. I do think her expectations were excessive. However, she had valid reason to say it because, again, he was just out of rehab. But you can't be with someone fresh out of rehab and then know they're going to affect an activity that usually includes strippers, bars, and drinking. If you're going to let him or allow him to have this bachelor party, you should have been aware he's going to probably have some drinks. He's going to probably be around some strippers. He's going to probably be at a bar. And so this is the time for me to put my trust in him that he can still do those things and not go too far. He can do those things and then still be responsible. I mean, he came home. He didn't burglar anybody. I'm saying he didn't rob anybody. I don't think he fucked a stripper. So, I mean, and he came home and told you what happened. She bring up how she just wondered, like, what if you knew what was going on and you just didn't tell me? But that wasn't the case as far as we know, so calm the fuck down. And that was a whole thing. She told him, like, don't mess up the second chance with her. And he said, I love you so much. But shoot, True T, they just had a baby. She announced, it was last week after the episode, she put out that they had a baby girl. Now, she said how he was there via video phone, so I don't know if that means that they're no longer in the same country, but I'm like, he knocked her up. And when I went to her IG page, she had photos of them together. I just don't know the time frame of it. So, they were together long enough for her to get knocked up, and she just had the baby girl. So this had to be recorded at least 9 months ago, or over 9 months ago. This had to have been a year ago, from what we're seeing. So a lot has transpired. I think it's crazy for stuff to have happened that long ago that we're just now seeing it, because she had a whole baby girl. Okay, and again, she said he was on video chat, and so was his mom was on video chat, and only her mom was there when she had a baby. So I'm like, she must have had a baby here, and he couldn't come here, and for some reason she wasn't there. But they seem to still be together. So it is what it is. We shall see what happens next with them. But I guess she trusts them enough to not have condomless sex. So whatever. And last up, Jenny and Sumit. Jenny gets to meet Sumit's friends for the first time, and she's been there for a few weeks now. And so, she tells them how, things are fine so far, nothing's been too crazy. And they like, well, and I did get a picture of his friends. And not the funny thing, but when I was looking at his friends, I was like, are they trying to find the most... They just look like... when you see a movie and they're like, oh, they're, the Indian man, they're like, how they typically, I'm like, they look like just typical Indian men. And so I said, okay, so I guess when they have people in movies, like, that's just, it's not them, like, making fun. I'm like, they really look like they can be, like, on Salva right now, sitting in the diner or whatever. Anyway, these are the friends they was meeting with. And, the friends asked, well, Sumit, how are things going with you? Sumit said, well, they're fine, but my parents still don't know that she's here and that we're together. Like, they still think I'm just somewhere doing whatever else. Now, Sumit didn't say if he now has another job. So, I don't know what they're doing for money. Anyway, the friends bring up how, G took a big step coming here, leaving her whole family, leaving her kids and her grandkids to be here with Sumit, and that shows how much she loves him. And they then say Sumit owes her enough respect to tell his parents that she here and that they're together, because again, she left her whole life to be here. So as they sit up their chit chat, Sumit says how he can hear the people at the table next to them cracking jokes about Jenny. And even though Jenny does not know what they're saying, because they're speaking in their language, he know what they're saying. And he was not happy about it. So they talking or whatever, the friends bring up how, maybe we can go with you to tell your parents about, Jenny. And he said, no, I don't want anyone to go with me when I tell them. And she said, well, maybe someone should go to you, because, like, they can maybe help save your life. And he was like, what? And he, because what if your parents try to kill you? And they're like, well, yeah, that can, that can happen. So, you never know. And so they're all laughing. But after they're sitting there laughing and talking or whatever, Sumit got mad, like, hey, bro, you over there, I know you don't know. I know he's like, I know she don't know what you're saying, but I know what you're saying. Like, she lives here, what I'm saying, she's a foreigner, whatever, and you should not be saying things to make us look bad here. Like, you should show India in a great light. And he was going off, like, don't do that, calm down, what I'm saying, you're making me upset. And I'm like, look at Sumit standing up for his woman. The fact that Jenny had no idea what was going on and was oblivious to what was going on. He was pissed hearing someone crack jokes about her, and stood up for her, and she did not even know what was going on. Like, she's like, what? And she brings up how, she does not want him getting into fights because of her. She's like, I get people don't get it, but people need to just accept that we're together. Like it shouldn't be no big issue, whatever. And Samir was like, shut up, don't you say nothing else about her. Like leave her alone. Like don't be cracking no jokes. Like I'm saying, calm down, talk to people at your table. Like leave us be with, because the dude would say stuff and laugh and then point at Jenny. And so Smith was not having that. I'm like, thank God they did not fight, because I think Smith would have kicked some ass. But him and Jenny was like, they together. I'm like, girl, they love it, they love it. So we then see, they both go to like an immigration attorney or whatever, because they want to find out what they have to do to get legally married. And he like, well, the first thing you have to do is like actually apply for a marriage license under the Special Marriage Act. And he said like, okay, and then it goes to this person, that person. He then said, and then a notice is sent to the permanent residence. And he was like, why they do that? Because that would be a notice. A notice will be sent to his parents' house. And he said, well, that's just a law. Like, he said, do you have a woman living with you at your permanent residence? He said, well, no. And they say, well, we do that because, if you had a wife there who lived at the permanent residence, but you're trying to marry someone else, how else would she know that? Or how would we know that you're married if we don't send a letter to your permanent residence? I'm looking like, well, why can't he just change his residence to where him and Jenny stay? So that part I didn't understand, but I'm guessing maybe there, you can have one place of residence, that's your permanent residence, and that's, where the family lives, and then that's it. But I was like, okay. But he like, the lawyer was like, that's just the law. And so Jenny said, well, what happens if, it's sent to the parents' house and the parents object to the marriage? Like, will we not be able to get married? He said, well, no, if they object to it, like you can, it may have to go to court, and then you can just fight it in the court. I'm like, fight it in the court to get married because his mom and dad don't. Girl, Submit and Jenny both say it's gonna be a problem if the parents find out, because the parents try to stop it, and and if it's expensive to fight it out in court, like we don't have the money to do that. And now they're both like, this is the worst thing that we could have heard coming here, that to get married we have to notify my parents. And there's no way around it. And even if they object to it, we would have to pay in the court system to try to be married. I'm looking like, girl, Jenny, they leave out or whatever, because they got what they wanted to know. And so they leave out, and Jenny's crying, like, I'm just so sad. Like, I have nothing to go back to. Like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave you. And it was so sad, because she was like, girl, she was devastated, honey, to the nation. And he like, just have faith. So he's consoling her, hugging her, like, just have faith, just have faith. So he says, no one can, separate us or whatever. So we will be together, period. And she like, we've had to maintain this relationship for 6 years. Like, how hard it is to do that. And now to hear this and think that we have to go through all this. Why is it so crazy? Like, why can't people just accept that we love each other? And even he's saying like, I love you. We love each other. We're going to get through this one way or the other. And I'm like, at this point, can you get a brew to come to America? Because I'm assuming it has to be easier for them to get married. It has to be easier for them to get married in America than it is there. So I don't know, honey, but it go off her crying him somebody's gonna be okay. Aw, they like Method Man and Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? I will rub your back and say, baby, to be okay. Okay, you're all I need to get by. Okay, I'm stop. Anyway, y'all, that was I was about to get into, you know what I'm saying? I'm stop. So that was the end of the episode. I hope y'all all enjoyed. Do not forget to like this video, to comment, to subscribe, and to share this video. Okay? I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner.